Okay, so I was on Twitter and I just saw this and I was like, what is going on? ABC Media Watch 10 hours ago. Alright, Rupert Murdoch's $100 million gamble on TV host Piers Morgan is proving costly. It's 4 minutes and 39 seconds. I'm gonna have to pause in between and I think I'm gonna put this by itself. Alright, so let's listen.
Now, speaking of betting in the media, how's Rupert Murdoch's latest gamble going? That would be the huge new transatlantic TV talk show that started so quietly.
They tried to cancel me. They tried to shut me up. And they failed. So here I am, baby. You can't cancel me.
Yes, after Piers Morgan famously quit ITV's Good Morning Britain.
Sorry, can't do
This is
this.
absolutely diabolical behaviour.
He walked into the arms.
So that's when it's to stop talking about Meghan. Alright, so he walked away, but I need to stop somewhere. So let's continue.
Of Rupert Murdoch to launch his talk TV station in Britain in a deal reportedly worth $100 million.
Oh my
Not
God.
bad for a former Fleet Street hack. Promising to slay cancel culture, identity politics and all things woke, Morgan's new show, which airs 4 nights a week on Sky News, blasted off in April with this exclusive.
With respect, have you produced the hard evidence?
Excuse me.
The most explosive interview of the year.
I don't think you're real. It's
realise
just
I'm not like-
very dishonest. Let's finish up the interview.
Morgan versus Trump.
I didn't hear the whole thing. I've heard that people talk about it. I didn't come across any clips until now. Oh my goodness. Trump walk away? Okay, let's see.
Very dishonest.
Only on Talk TV.
Trump wasn't impressed, accusing Morgan of deceptively editing the promo to make it look like he'd stormed out of the interview, which is exactly what the producers had done. But the fuss over that only served the show's needs, which was to snare millions of viewers for his debut in the UK, US and Australia. But only a few weeks later, the headlines were far less flattering.
The great slow-motion humiliation of Piers Morgan.
I did share some of those tweets. I didn't come across videos, but I came across a lot of tweets. But I share them with you. It's like every week the numbers keeps on going down and down and down until, okay, but let's listen.
Watched. Piers Morgan dealt crushing blow as new show battered.
Battered, it seems, by a lack of eyeballs. Last month, the UK press was reporting Morgan's numbers had plummeted to
By eyeball. I'm sorry, I had to stop. What did he say by eyeball? Let's listen.
Morgan.
Unwatched. Piers Morgan dealt crushing blow as new show battered.
Battered, it seems, by a lack of eyeballs. Last month, the UK press was reporting Morgan's numbers had plummeted to just 10,000 viewers. Piers has fired back, urging his Twitter followers to ignore ratings. Indeed, ignore what he called irrelevant linear television altogether.
What is it? The squad was saying that bots don't count as viewership because I don't know how many followers he has on Twitter, but the squad was saying bots don't equal to views. So there it is.
Calling his critics
You ludicrous bunch of kale-munching, sandal-clad, woke, whiny wastrels.
and those same whiny wastrels are Morgan's main target night after night.
Prison guards asking inmates for their pronouns. Police allegedly allowing suspects to choose from 67 genders. And the Labour Party at war over women can be born with a penis. Where does all this end?
Well, a few weeks ago, it came down to this.
What the hell? A woman born with... But anyway, I'm sorry. Okay, let's...
A trans activist called Piers the C word.
I'm going to leave the interview now. I kind of only came on here because I thought it would be kind of funny. But I want to say you're and you're a fat.
Well, I apologise again to all viewers who are listening to that.
Yes, it was uncensored. We've added the beeps. So is Piers doing any better here in Australia? Short answer, no. Pulling in an average audience of just 27,000 across the 5 capital cities. Last Wednesday, for example, Uncensored managed to attract only 18,000 viewers, losing more than half the 50,000 from his local lead-in. To be fair, the show was launched here during a federal election campaign. Not that Piers seemed to notice because Australian stories are not really his thing, which tells us a lot about the importance of local news and opinion over syndicated global commentary, which raises another fundamental problem facing the show, that it's old by the time it gets here, as we saw with the challenge to Boris Johnson's leadership last week.
This is where it's all happening tonight. The 359 Conservative MPs have now registered their vote as to whether they have confidence in Boris Johnson.
Nail-biting stuff. Good for British viewers watching live, hopeless for an Australian audience 16 hours later. But time zone delays are not the only issue. As Slate wrote last month,
Uncensored is just empty punditry and overlong interviews. A format that requires no investment and no research and no actual reporting.
Oh my God.
not like that hasn't worked for them before. So maybe the show is simply boring.
While Morgan attempts to present himself as a maverick, his opinions, constructed entirely for columns and self-aggrandizing monologues, are boring and predictable.
Ouch. With so much money at stake, it's not surprising that rivals like the UK's Telegraph are stirring the pot by suggesting Rupert is set to pull the pin on Piers. Perhaps Australian Sky executives will find out more after having been summoned to London in coming weeks. And while Piers is a positive snowflake compared with his US Fox News counterparts, his struggling program might make news rethink about importing overseas ranters when we have plenty of our own already here.
Oh my goodness. So this is how he went off out the was it off the air. Let's see some of the comments here. People are laughing. We did it. Harry, Meghan and Sussex squad, we did it. Oh my God, an hour ago. Isn't that million of first night views from social media impression, which is now all that matters? Damn, that was savage. I know. The squad are laughing. It just doesn't work in the UK, his target market. GB News has the same problem. The question is, how long do their backers continue to lose money before they pull the plug? Okay, love it. This, my friend, is what they call karma. There's that. Okay, interesting. I can say I have ever watched Piers Morgan. Thank you for the tweet. There's the thumbs up. People are laughing. Okay, Piers Morgan, some British guy on Sky News battered, it seems, by lack of eyeballs. I know that got me. Lack of eyeballs. Okay, it is far better entertainment than anything being offered on ABC. If it weren't for taxpayers, your own show wouldn't be just costly but cancelled outright. There's this and that. So that's it. Oh my goodness, I saw it and I had to put it. I think this is gonna be by itself.